Yeah, I remember my first day on set. Oh my God, I fell off a fucking horse. Jesus, this is my first job. This is like the first thing I ever did, and they stuck me on a horse. Oh, in a bamboo field in Belfast, and it's raining. I was falling off the horse trying to act still.
A Khaleesi.
And I remember just hanging on for dear, I mean, literally, I'm like hanging on like this, and I'm hanging on for dear life, and I just remember shouting, "Please stop filming!" And I'm like, okay, everything's gonna be fine. Turn around, and I'm like, oh my God, there's like the whole crew, and I just cried. So that was my first day on Game of Thrones. That was it. That was, hey, Mom, I had a really good day.
The snows fall and the white winds blow. The lone wolf dies, but the pack survives.
We're all kind of a part of each other now, so it's going to be really hard.
I'm Sansa Stark of Winterfell. This is my home, and you can't frighten me.
My very first day on set, I vaguely remember it. I remember being lined up at the King's arrival scene.
Grace.
It was like Sean Bean and Mark Addy and Lena, and I remember being so overwhelmed and terrified.
I remember just being really late, being tired, but also being like, having a good time. I was flicking pigeon pie at Sophie. That was my first day on set, yeah. They were saying, can you just like try and get it like right on her cheek? And I just remember thinking like, you want me to actually aim it? Like, can't you do, this is the movies. Can't you make it happen?
My favourite bit probably being flicking food at Sansa.
I remember thinking, oh, maybe they're gonna fire me because I can't get it right. But they didn't. I'm still here, decade later.
It was really great fun.
Well, I remember my first scene we shot from the pilot, and that was the King's arrival at Winterfell. Everyone's wearing all these huge costumes, right? And I do remember this moment, you know, the King rides in on horseback and he has to get off his horse, and it's like a very powerful moment. But because Mark Addy, who played Robert Baratheon, his robe was enormous. I mean, there was no way you could get off the horse in an elegant way. The horse rides in, he's like, ah. And then, hold, everyone, and then they run in with him like a ladder. They help him down, and they run out with the ladder, and then, carry on. Oh, here we go. I do remember that. Those were the glorious moments.
I remember very clearly the pilot. We shot in Scotland, and I was like, this could just be a pilot, you know what I mean? Another job that doesn't go anywhere, but you make the most of it. Yeah, I remember everybody clearly. I remember baby Sophie and baby Maisie and baby Isaac. And now they're, you know, out there, full grown.
I'd never had any experience of acting before. We went to this beautiful forest in Northern Ireland, but it was perhaps the rainiest day I'd ever experienced in my life. I was there with my mum. We sort of finished the day. I'm like, oh my God, I don't think I can do this. It's just rain and stress.
You want to hold it?
But thankfully, it cleared up the next day, and I was like, actually, this is the best. I'm really enjoying this.
Tell them your name.
Samuel Tarley.
My first day on set was weird.
I've come to take the black.
I went to a very theatrically based drama school. They didn't do a lot of camera training at all. We did 3 hours of camera training in 3 years. But then my 4th hour in front of a camera was day 1 on Game of Thrones. That whole first sequence was the bit where I've just arrived at Castle Black and I'm training. So over the course of the first 3 days, it was about pretending to fight badly, or, you know, really fighting badly, but pretending to be even worse than I am and getting beat up. So as baptisms of fire go, that's the one, really.
Take one, hey marker. B mark out.
I remember when we did the pilot, that was very exciting because we had a feeling it was going to be quite a big show, and I was going, God, I could cycle to work. This was fantastic. It was just over the hill. I remember being pretty nervous, meeting people like Sean Bean that I'd watched for years and getting on a horse called Fat Bob that everybody went straight ahead and Fat Bob went towards the pear tree over there. I'll remember this forever. It's been the biggest job of my life. I don't think this will ever happen. You're on a show with hundreds of people. There's been no assholes, no people, divas. There's been nothing, not even a suggestion, because they know what great thing they're in. And you feel like you're part of this family.